Now we go to another major impact of the coronavirus involving the world economy. Apple is now warning investors that it will not meet its second quarter sales targets.
KCRA 3 money expert Kelly Brothers joined us this morning with more on the impact to the stock market. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Yeah, no big surprise here. I mean, we knew that Apple production plants had to be shut down, as many were in China. We knew that because people in China just simply moving around or going to stores like they had ordinarily been, that demand would have suffered in China too. But still, Apple said today that yes, their second quarter revenue numbers they will not be able to meet because of coronavirus. You know, this is not just about Apple. This is about a lot of different businesses as coronavirus now enters its second full month of effect in terms of the global economy. First of all, Chinese tourists in California may be spending about $1 billion less this year than last year. Also, realize that in China, 80% of all the phones and tablets in the world are made. So obviously production there has suffered as well. As a matter of fact, there was a big conference scheduled to begin in Barcelona, Spain, expecting 100,000 people, a big phone show. That has now been canceled. Just completely canceled because of what has gone on in China with coronavirus. The bottom line here is this. If you're highly levered to China, there's no doubt you're going to feel the impact of coronavirus. And now investors are trying to figure out, all right, what are the companies that are truly highly levered to China? Let's check the real-time numbers. Earlier today, Apple was down 4, 5, 6%. It's now down about 2% in early trading. Overall, the market is lower, but only by a fraction of a percentage point. So we're waiting to hear from other companies as to how big an impact coronavirus will have on their bottom line and therefore on the value of the stock held by people around the world. That's a look at your money. Back to you guys.
Kelly, one last question for you here. What other economic impacts could this have on California? No doubt it's having an impact across the world, but what about here at home?
Well, we're seeing it in terms of travel, not only in terms of the $1 billion that won't be spent just in Southern California from Chinese tourists, but also in travel to China. And there are a lot of Chinese people who went back for Lunar New Year and now maybe they're trapped and can't get back. So it will have a big impact on travel, especially since, you know, the way we think about things, it's not just China. You're seeing an impact in terms of anywhere in the Far East. People who have been planning to go to Vietnam or Japan, maybe they're reconsidering a trip at least at this time. And it's not just fear of getting coronavirus. It's also no one wants to be trapped on a cruise ship for 2 or 3 weeks without a way home. That's a look at your money.
Exactly. Good point. All right, Kelly, thank you.